Alright, it's session number 3, and I'm gonna look more into the benefits of using cloud services. I know that a single benefit is that you can scale up or scale down depending on how much or how little you need. That's the main benefit that I understand of cloud computing. I guess there's also the benefit that you don't have to spend capital, capex, like all the initial one-time costs that comes with creating a data center. That's also pretty nice. But there's some other benefits described here. So there's benefits of high availability. I don't know what that means yet. And scalability. I know what that means. There's benefits of reliability and predictability, security and governance, and manageability. And I'll be learning more about those now. So we get some music going. It's going to be louder, but hopefully it's fine. I've noticed that the audio balance on the videos are really bad. I don't know why I keep going to check this. Benefits of cloud computing. Learn how cloud computing can help you meet variable demand while providing a good experience for your customers. Learn about security, governance, and overall manageability in the cloud. Very cool. High availability and scalability in the cloud. Uptime. They need to be available when needed. So even if the main servers are down, there should still be backups. How come high availability is so important in these cloud services, but they still experience downtime? I guess it's because they're not perfect. Yeah, that was a stupid question. Let's move on. Service level agreements in more detail. I don't know if
a service level agreement, or SLA, is a standard industry term. It's the formal agreement between a service provider and customer that guarantees the customer a stated level of service. The service provider may be a commercial company providing the service, like Microsoft when you use Azure services. But SLAs are also used inside organizations in an agreement between the IT department and the business users. Let's look at what SLAs mean for Azure. Azure's service level agreements are represented as a percentage related to the service or application's availability. This availability is also known as uptime. If the service was always available to use, you'd say it was 100% available, or it had 100% uptime. An SLA also commonly includes details like what is defined as downtime when the service is unavailable, and any credit you may be entitled to if the SLA is not met. In reality, 100% uptime is difficult and expensive to achieve because it allows no time for taking the service down for required maintenance or upgrades. It would also require duplicating every single component in case one component failed, and would require those backup components to pick up the service tasks with zero interruption to the customer. For these reasons, SLAs of 99%, 99.9%, and 99.95% are more common. 99.99% is also available in some services in Azure. Is there a big difference in a service that's 99% available versus one that's 99.9% available? Yes. A service with a 99% SLA percentage can be unavailable for up to 1.6 hours per week or 7.2 hours per month and still be 99% available. That time is cumulative, which means it can be added up over multiple incidents of the service being unavailable. A service with a 99.9 SLA percentage can be unavailable for only 10 minutes per week. or 43.2 minutes per month. That's clearly a big difference. If the service is critical to your business, minutes versus hours of downtime can make a big difference. But highly available services do come at an extra cost. Each Azure service has its own SLA. Familiarize yourself with them prior to designing any application that runs on Azure to ensure you're optimizing availability against your business needs.
I guess the uptime in Azure is going to be as good as it gets, right? I don't think if you have a private data center that the uptime is going to be much better, because you're going to run into the same issues. Like, you're also going to need to take the servers down for maintenance, right? And if you need to switch it to a backup, there's also going to be downtime there. So I guess it would be the same for both public and private cloud computing when it comes to uptime. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's better in Azure. I don't know. They didn't really compare the different models, so I don't know. Scalability. Another major benefit of cloud computing is the scalability of cloud resources. Scalability refers to the ability to adjust resources to meet demand. And we heard about this in the last sessions, the last two sessions. Consumption-based model, yeah. You pay for what you use. Vertical and horizontal scaling. What's the difference? So horizontal scaling is more servers, less servers, and vertical scaling is more powerful servers, less powerful servers. More CPU, more CPUs, more RAM. That's vertical scaling. That's specific to the single servers. That's cool. What is Ask Learn? Meet our AI assistant, Ask Learn. Oh, that's cool. Try it. Wait, I'll go back and then ask it about scalability. Should I close it and open it again? Probably not. Is public cloud computing more available than private cloud computing? It is generally more available due to its inherent scalability and resource accessibility. Public clouds often come with service level agreements, but so do private clouds. In contrast, private clouds may have limitations based on infrastructure and capacity. Right. Check the recording. It's fine. Okay. I want to ask it some more, but I also want to get these modules done. Reliability. the ability of a system to recover from failures and continue to function. So that's basically if you have backup servers. Well-architected framework. The cloud, by virtue of its decentralized design. Yeah.